Welcome, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz here. Rick Strom is the producer. Jesus directing the program. The Dodgers, man, it just gets darker and bleaker every day. I did get a great Dodger shirt today, Jesus, which you will enjoy seeing. It's a good Dodger shirt, but I'll wear it with shame. So there are new developments today in the Frank McCourt case. So he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which it's always described as bankruptcy protection. But bankruptcy protection is the same thing as bankruptcy. So he bankrupt. And what he's done in an effort to say that going into bankruptcy court will let him keep the team until now, that baseball can seize the team if he ever doesn't make payroll. But Frank McCourt cannot make his payroll at the end of this month or on July 15th. I don't know if that is staggering enough to people. The Los Angeles Dodgers, without going to bankruptcy court, cannot pay their players. The best part of course, the $21 million owed to Manny Ramirez and the $11 million owed to Andrew Jones.
What about Marquise Grissom?
Marquise Grissom on some deferred payment is owed a couple $1 million from like his 01 and 02 salaries. He hasn't played there in 10 years. But at least that was part of a restructuring of the contract that made some degree of sense at the time. Manny Ramirez seems just embarrassing. But I hear you, it's largely the same thing. Did you notice that one of the creditors is Vin Scully for $152,000 a year?
I saw that on ESPN.
Well, it's not even halfway done with the season. Does that mean Vin Scully's only getting $300,000 a year? Right?
I suppose.
That's ridiculous. It's Vin Scully. $500,000 minimum, or I don't show up to work. Minimum. You're Vin frickin' Scully. Hold out. 150.
Did you see that petition that people are trying to sign to get Vin Scully to do the World Series over Joe Buck?
No, I didn't. But I mean, pretty much Joe Buck's dead now. Oh, young Joe Buck. Jack Buck.
What are you talking about?
Joe Buck's fine.
Joe Buck is alive and well. He's broadcasting games. He's doing fine.
That's a silly petition. Okay, I like Joe Buck. What do you want from me?
How can you like a dead man?
His dad was a great. I do not believe what I just saw.
I don't believe what I just saw.
It's the Gibson home run. Anyway, McCourt can't make payroll. It's staggering. He can't pay his players. So anyway, now we've reached the point he goes to bankruptcy court to protect himself. Here's how he secured the financing, though. Here was his argument in bankruptcy court. He gets a loan, he says, from $150 million from this group that'll give him $150 million, right? But it's at 10%, and there's a $4.5 million fee. A $4.5 million fee. You know when you like read your phone bill and you're like, what's this $1.89 fee they hit me with every month? What's this $3.50 fee if I want to pay a bill on the phone? $4.5 million. That's just like a filing fee. Plus 10%, at least 10% on $150 million. The guy's going to have to pay back $170 million just to get the $150 million, and he doesn't have the money. What is he trying to keep the team for? I don't even think he likes baseball. He doesn't look like a guy who likes baseball. He doesn't seem really into it. He's never really seemed a part of the LA community. Plus, he's going to lose half the team to his wife. He's got to win too many battles, and baseball hates him. I mean, when you got the commissioner and 29 other owners, they don't want him around. He's not going to make it. So anyway, today in bankruptcy court, he actually he got a little handout from Major League Baseball, which I thought was interesting, because what they've done is said, look, man, this $150 million loan, 10% with a $4.5 million filing fee. We can't have this. Baseball has said, we won't charge you the $4.5 million filing fee, and we won't charge you 10%. We'll loan you $150 million at 7%, so you can pay your frickin' players. So baseball is like, look, your deal is so bad, we hate you so much, but the deal is too bad for us to stand idly by and watch you humiliate yourself. So anyway, we'll see whether the judge approves this, so maybe McCourt doesn't have to take that brutal deal. Other thing in the story is you keep reading about the McCourts and Jamie and Frank McCourts, their lavish lifestyle, which I find interesting because it's always described as private planes. How many baseball team owners do you think spend a lot of time flying commercial? I'm guessing not a lot. So private planes, they're private drivers and security. Why do they need security? You don't need security. You're Frank McCourt. For the love of God, ease up.
Wait, why wouldn't they need security?
From who?
Well, it seems like a lot of people hate them.
Now, but the
It's a
deal
reason
was
to have
before.
security,
like
don't
when
you
you're just
think?
the owner of the Dodgers, you don't need security. Go to the freaking restaurant, eat your dinner, go the fuck home. Like
It's not like two guys in black suits are standing behind them while they have their steaks.
no, but they're paying them. Anyway, you don't need security. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you do now, but you don't need security, for crying out loud. What could possibly happen to somebody at a Dodger game? And then so private planes, private drivers, I don't care about that. But then there's this. They got two homes, Holmby Hills and Malibu. The Holmby Hills home, $34 million. But then when they talk about the private lifestyles, they always talk about his and her hairdressers and house calls for the his and her hairdressers. Really? That's a big deal? Like, who cares? Like, why does it always outrage people when rich people spend a lot of money on their hair? I got it. Jamie McCourt's a girl. She's got a lot of money, and she had the hairdresser come to her house. And then maybe like while he was there, he cut Frank McCourt's hair. What's it cost? $150? Let them have their hairstylist.
She can do whatever she wants to her hair. She is not attractive in the slightest.
Oh, she's a good-looking woman. What are you talking
No,
about?
she's not.
Jesus, Jamie McCourt's a nice-looking woman.
She has like 5 rolls on her neck, man.
Dude, she's like 50 years old. Cut her a break.
Yeah.
She's like a grown-up.
I will not cut her a break.